you getting these emails from WonderCon? Ten.
9, 8,
7,
6, 5, 4, 3,
2, 1.
Hey, Skywalkers.
And a good morning to you.
Yes.
Unless you're on the East Coast, then a good afternoon.
Oh, is it? Oh, I guess it is. Just turned noon, didn't it?
Yes, it did.
So that means it's afternoon. I like it.
Me too.
Okay. Well, welcome everybody. We are going to be recording our wraparounds. Short and sweet here. Doing it this morning because we've got a lot of work to do later. So get it done early, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So here we go. I'm going to hit record.
All right.
And I'm going to have you clap, clap. Yub, clap, clap. Here we go. This is what you can look forward to on episode 508 of Skywalking Through Neverland.
Hey, Skywalkers! What fandom events are you looking forward to? Some would say Celebration Japan. Some would say the Forest Moon Festival. Well, you don't have to be an Ewok to attend this free event coming up, but we have all the details on that coming up very, very soon. But until then, we want to welcome you back to Skywalking Through Neverland. I am Richard Woloski, but now everyone please say hello to my sweetie wife, Sarah, Bobette the Builder.
What?
What? Huh? What's going on here? We're doing some construction on our house. And Sarah was out there yesterday, like Bob the Builder, hammers and screwdrivers and power drills and ladders
and paint.
and paint.
You're funny. I thought you were gonna talk about my cute Ewok outfit today, but no. Talking about yesterday's Bob the Builder.
No, we have plenty of Ewok talk coming up very, very soon. But I wanted to give you all the credit for what you did yesterday and for today.
Well, all this week, I think we're going to be working on some construction projects. It'll be fun.
Yes. Call you Paplu the Builder. How's that?
Yes.
Tebow the Builder.
Okay, I like
Chirpa
Tebow.
the Builder.
Tebow.
Logray the Builder.
Wait, what's the...
Wicket the Builder.
What's the gray Ewok? Nisa.
Oh, or Princess Nisa. Princess Nisa the Builder.
You know that Sarah means princess.
Then what? There you go. The circle is now complete.
Okay.
But Bob, how much Bob the Builder talk can we do on one episode?
I think this is more than we've ever done
in our lives. Hey, Corey Orton is joining us so early.
Ewok Talk would be a great morning show.
Oh, that would be a good podcast name. Ewok Talk.
Great. We should call this episode Ewok Talk. Oh my God, I'm just gonna write this down.
Yeah, but what? It's all about the Forest Moon Festival.
I know. Well, we're just
making a note.
I'm
Thank you, Corey.
Making a note for social media. There you go. All right, Skywalkers and Corey, we are your enthusiastic podcast destination for the many decades of your Star Wars, Disney, Marvel, and pop culture fandom. So it's time for your weekly Wookiee hug. And a little Ewok hug. And a little sprinkle of pixie dust for our family of Skywalkers. We are live on the Skywalking Through Neverland YouTube channel right now. And if you haven't already, please hit the little bell for notifications. And then you'll be notified when we do a random early morning live stream, like Corey was notified. So thanks for tuning in. And it helps enjoy the show much more to watch it on YouTube, since you'll be able to see our guests, watch clips, and also see all those colorful and strange panels we do with classic Marvel Star Wars comics.
All right, now let's give an update on our YouTube subscribers. We went up quite a bit since the last time. I think we went up like 8. We now have 9,296 YouTube subscribers.
So close to 9,300.
All right, I know we've been saying the last couple of episodes we want to get to 10,000 by Comic-Con, but maybe we should pull that back to something a little more realistic.
What do you think?
What do you say, 9,500?
I like that. I think that could happen.
Okay.
Okay.
Which is not unreasonable.
No,
Ni-
that's 200-ish,
Yeah.
204.
Two,
204 away.
we need 204 subscribers by July. I think we can pull that off.
Let's do it.
Now, you've been posting a lot of YouTube reels.
Oh, yes. So over the past weekend, we went to Paley Fest and saw specifically Agatha All Along panel with the showrunner, Jack Schaefer. And then plus you had Agatha herself, Catherine Hahn there. You had Ali An, Sashir Zamata, and Deborah Jo Rupp.
Yes.
And they were all, it was such a great panel, and we recorded a few of the videos. And so we're sharing those as reels.
Yeah, there was a lot of good knowledge.
Mhm.
I want to say dropped.
Oh,
No, I'm not going to go there. A lot of good knowledge that was released.
a lot of great sound bites.
Yeah.
And a confirmation, which you can see in a YouTube short or a Instagram reel, a confirmation from Jack Schaefer that, everyone was asking Nicholas Scratch, who's the father?
Nicholas
Who's the
Scratch
father?
is
Agatha's
son.
Yes.
Now, when we're watching this, I was like, oh, who's Nicholas again?
Oh!
I've forgotten.
Oh my gosh, yeah, it's Nikki Scratch. Nikki is
I think
Agatha's son who died, was taken away by death at what, 5 or 6?
I think we saw him in the penultimate episode of Agatha All Along. They did that flashback.
Oh yeah, no, the
Two.
final episode.
The final?
It was
Okay.
the final episode. We
Okay.
saw his whole kind of life journey with Agatha, and you know why she wears that locket, which has a
Yeah.
lock of his hair.
Yeah.
Like, oh my gosh. And so, spoilers for Agatha All Along, by the way. I hope you've watched. And so yeah, so everyone was kind of asking, or even people were asking as the show was being created, well, who's the father? Who's the father? It's like, well, they're witches. There doesn't really need to be a father. And so Jack Schaefer confirmed that Nikki is Agatha and Rio's love child, basically. So Rio is the other mother, and Rio is played by Aubrey Plaza.
Yes. Who wasn't there, unfortunately. But
No,
But-
at the panel.
like you were saying earlier, Deborah Jo Rupp was there.
Oh my god,
She is so funny.
she was so
She
great.
is hilarious. All right, now maybe we'll touch upon that in next week's things we want to share.
Okay, sounds good. Now, in this episode, we speak with the coordinators of the Forest Moon Festival. This is a free event held in Northern California, the indoor filming locations. So the giant redwoods. Amazing. This event takes place May 30th through June 1st, 2025, and they will have special guests, lots of activities, and we will speak with 3 of the coordinators coming right up.
Oh, I can't wait for this festival.
And it sounds really, we can't go this year, but we're definitely planning on it next year.
We already put it in our schedule.
Yep.
All right, now we are being sponsored by Small World Vacations, and they are a diamond level Disney vacation planner travel agency that can help you book your trip to a Disney park around the world, a Disney cruise, or your trip to the new Universal Studios Orlando, the Epic Universe,
Yeah.
nay, Dark Universe. So excited about this. And that's coming up in just a few weeks in the middle of May. What, May 22nd?
May 22nd is when Epic Universe opens to the
Yes.
public.
Yeah, so if you want to go there, there's only one place to go to, and that's smallworldvacations.com. You can go there for a no obligation price quote and tell them Skywalking Through Neverland sent you.
That's right. We are recording this episode from Long Beach, California on March 24th, 2025. So, Richard, what happened today in Star Wars history?
Well, let's go back 20 years to this date, March 24th, 2005. Cartoon Network airs Chapter 24 from Season 3 of the Genndy Tartakovsky Star Wars Clone Wars micro-series. Not to be confused with The Clone Wars. This is just Clone Wars.
Right. 20 years ago.
20 years.
20 years ago. All right. So in this episode, General Grievous has penetrated Chancellor Palpatine's private quarters in an attempt to kidnap him. Shaak Ti leads Jedi and clones to escort the Chancellor to safety. Meanwhile, on the planet Nelvon, Anakin Skywalker continues to prepare for his final Jedi test. On a cave wall, he witnesses moving images of the Nelvans being attacked and an image of Darth Vader's helmet. Ooh.
This series was a great appetizer for Revenge of the Sith, which was just 2 months away. But we get a great sneak preview of General Grievous, the same way the Star Wars Holiday Special did with Boba Fett before The Empire Strikes Back came out.
Who here in the comments watched Clone Wars? I never knew this existed until we were halfway through a watch of the Clone Wars, and you're like, "Have you ever seen Clone Wars?" And I'm like, "What are you talking about?"
And then what did that lead to? A whole series breakdown.
Yes, it did.
We did a breakdown, I want to say in 2019,
something like that,
with Drew Kaplan and Nitzan Harel.
That's right.
Yeah, so look for that episode, and we'll put the show link in the show notes. Now, the Clone Wars had a bunch of merchandise that came out right around this time, including, speaking of General Grievous, look at this maquette. So for those of you who are watching on YouTube, you are getting a treat right now, because this is the General Grievous maquette.
Oh, looks so cool.
I love this. What a great sculpt that is.
Now, he only has his 2 arms. His
be careful
4 arms are folded away, so the other 2 are folded away. But he does have lightsabers on his belt, basically. 1, 2, 3, and then he's holding 1. So 4 lightsabers total. And Grievous famously kills Jedi and collects their lightsabers and uses them.
But look at this. You can tell this is from the micro series and not the film, just because he looks very
thin,
very of that Clone Wars artistic style.
Yes. Yeah, it's definitely
right,
very artistic.
Samurai Jack.
Right.
And then
Fernando is saying very cool.
And then a friend gave me this a while back, and this is a Clone Wars. It's a watch, but it's in a really nice
wood case. Yeah, this is beautiful. Oh, we should have dusted
it. Okay. Oh, okay. Now here's the watch right there. It's never been taken out because I didn't want to ruin the packaging. Can you see that?
Tilt it down a little bit. Is it okay? It's very fuzzy right now because it's
but just look at that box.
I know that's a nice heft to it. A nice wood box. Oh, and it says Clone Wars imprinted on the cover when you open it up. Wow. This is a really
and I've never seen this
really neat.
Yeah, I know it needs to be dusted. I've never seen this anywhere else. I've never seen it on eBay. I've never seen it at conventions. A very, very prized possession.
That's very nice. Maria says nice, and Aaron says, "Hey there, nerds." Excellent.
They even came out with a whole line of action figures around this Clone Wars style. Once again, this style was very, very unique. All right, now let's talk Ewok and get everyone pumped for the upcoming Forest Moon Festival.
All right. Maria says our hair looks fabulous. Thank you, Maria. You can't see it. It's kind of back.
That's why we're wearing hats and ears.
I know. Didn't have time to do our hair this morning.
Yeah, go and get a hat head.
Okay. All right. So we will, of course, play that interview.
That conversation.
Yeah, when we put out the show on Thursday.
Yes.
And also, if you happen to be a Skywalking Force member, you may get the show early this week.
Yeah. Let's say Tuesday. The show might be done later on today.
Yeah.
Happy last Tuesday of March, says Peter Kelly.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Here we go.
That wraps up episode 508. Well, that wraps up episode 508 of Skywalking Through Neverland. We want to thank Cassandra Hesseltine, Anibal Polanco, and Tracy Boyd for joining us, and Chris Mocht for leading them in our direction.
And we want to thank all you Skywalkers for watching all of our YouTube videos, for subscribing to our YouTube channel. We only need 204 more subscribers before July. That's right. And we want to thank all you Skywalkers right now in the Sky Chat who joined us spontaneously.
This early morning.
Very early in the morning.
Yeah, so thank you, Skywalkers. Now, you can also find us on all socials at Skywalking Pod. And this week, we're sharing reels from the Paley Fest Agatha All Along panel. All the creators and the
stars.
And the stars.
Now, do you have things you want to share? Well, we do. Every Monday at 6 p.m. Pacific time on YouTube, we go live with our Things We Want to Share show. And this coming Monday, we'll share all about the Paley Fest and the Agatha All Along panel. Last week, we talked all about Snow White, the good, the bad, and why this film deserves much more attention and positive reaction than it's getting. And we invite you Skywalkers to come up as well and tell us what you've been doing this past week or show off a collectible. The show is all of ours.
That's right.
Our show and your show. Let's talk things we want to share.
Let's share.
Yes.
Are you interested in our books? Well, autographed copies of Today in Star Wars History, Parts 1 and 2, and Skywalking Through My Fandom, the interactive notebook, are available now from skywalkingthroughneverland.com/book. This is the only place where you can find hardcover autographed copies of Skywalking Through Neverland because Amazon Printing no longer will print hardcovers. Yeah.
Odd.
Yeah, they stopped their hardcover program, or they stopped carrying certain sizes in hardcover. Whatever it was, they are no longer printed. So you can get out of print copies from us as long as they last.
All right, this just in. Fernando in the Sky Chat says, you both are awesome.
My goodness.
And Maria says, the Snow White discussion was lots of fun on things we want to share.
Yes, thank you, Maria. You had lots of good comments,
Yes.
and we were so happy that we were able to share them.
If you haven't shared us, once again, every Monday, 6 p.m. Pacific time. Now, do you want to support Skywalking Through Neverland? Well, consider supporting us through the Skywalking Force, which is our Patreon. The Skywalking Force has access to bonus content in the form of our Zoom and StreamYard discussions on the past Disney Plus shows, everything from WandaVision to Skeleton Crew, and coming up, Andor Season 2.
That's right. I'll also be sharing Snow White on your special Patreon podcast feed as well.
You also get a coupon for the aforementioned Skywalking books and the Skywalking books coming up this year.
And you also may be able to go to certain conventions for free if we get extra spots. We offer them to the Skywalking Force first.
We do a lot of panels, and these conventions say, here's some more passes. And since there's only 2 of us, we want to share them with the Skywalking Force.
That's right. So you can head to skywalkingforce.com and have a look at some of the options. And we want to thank you profusely, those of you who are already part of the Skywalking Force.
Now, we also want to thank our sponsor, Small World Vacations, for their continued support. Thinking of a trip to a Disney park, a Disney cruise, or to a Universal Studios theme park? Well, you can fill out a Get a Quote form at smallworldvacations.com today. Their vacation planning service is free, so check it out and tell them Skywalking Through Neverland sent you. And if you want to tell them to hurl a burl, you can do that too.
Or say, yub nub.
Now, we are part of the Skywalking Network, where you can find other great shows like Talking Apes,
Star Warsologies,
the Max Effects podcast,
the Neverland Clubhouse,
Totally Tell Me Everything,
and the YouTube shows Collectopolis and
Today in Star Wars History. Now, don't forget to stick around for bloopers and other fun bits that didn't make it into the show. And
always remember,
yub nub,
Neverland and
Neverland on Alderaan. And if you do, you got to say it in sync.
Great. All right,
19 minutes.
All right, Skywalkers, we've got a lot of construction to do
Yeah.
and stuff to edit. So
Gotta
we're
get
going to
Bubbit
say,
Builder out of here.
yeah,
So go ahead and stop that.
Neverland and, yeah, we'll stop that. Okay, cool. Neverland and, yep, I know. Did it wrong, Pierre. All right, so thank you guys for tuning in. And we'll be back next week for another live stream. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, our wraparounds are pretty quick. Okay, guys.
All right, we'll see you next time. See you Monday. But don't forget to watch our show number 508.
Yes.
Forest Moon Festival.
Bye.